Pinterest is apparently seeking a valuation in the region of $9 billion when it debuts on the public markets this spring. The company plans to sell 75 million shares at between $15 to $70 a share when it starts trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol PINS. The company plans to use a dual-class share structure to concentrate voting power among stakeholders, including co-founders Benjamin Silbermann and Evan Sharp. These stakeholders will own Class B shares. This pricing is below the price of $21 a share that the company received in a round of financing from Fidelity Investments in 2017. However, at a time when other unicorns coming to market have priced their IPOs relatively high, this restraint could prove to be in Pinterest's advantage. Lyft, for example, went too high, pricing its IPO at $72 a share, a price that has now dropped significantly, with the company currently trading at around $59 a share. Their situation, of course, not helped by the fact that their much bigger rival Uber is also now headed for an IPO. Launched in 2010, Pinterest is an online social network where users can bookmark images they find on the internet by pinning them to their online boards. It makes money from digital advertising sales. Since the early days of the company, co-founders Benjamin Silbermann, a former Google employee, and Evan Sharp, a former employee of Facebook, placed a priority on creating a corporate culture that would entice top talent away from larger technology companies. The company has a reputation in Silicon Valley as being one of the nicest companies to work for. In fact, this nice, non-critical policy may have actually been to its detriment in the past, with some former employees claiming it went too far and became difficult to make constructive decisions without stepping on fellow workers' toes. That being said, Pinterest is in a high-growth business, and unlike some of the other IPOs that have recently come to market, it is also close to profitability. By the end of 2018, the company had in excess of 265 million global users, including 82 million in the US. Women make up 2/3 of Pinterest users, including 80% of US mothers, aged between 18 and 64. The company has also stated in its prospectus that half of all US millennials are users of the site. This is an attractive demographic for advertisers who are also joined to the site because the users on there are often planning to make a purchase anyway. The adverts work in a similar way to Facebook-sponsored posts, where advertisers are able to buy promoted pins to bring attention to whatever it might be that they are trying to sell. One of Pinterest's biggest opportunities and also challenges will be outside of the US, where it currently generates just 8% of its revenue. In comparison, Twitter gets almost half of its revenues from outside the US. The question for the company is whether it can become an increasingly important destination for advertisers in a market that is already dominated by the likes of Alphabet's Google and Facebook.